Wise. I'm joining you today with a scrapbook page. This one's of my daughter Natalie, and she loves rocks. You can see in these pictures she's hugging them, she's standing on them. I just need to add my title here and some cool embellishments over there, and it'll be done. I wanted to make some rock embellishments with this Rock My World stamp set. It's one of my favorite Waffle Flower sets and the first one I ever got. We're going to use the stamps down the side here. We're going to use the solid image to create these cool stamped rocks with a texture that looks like real rocks. You can see the sparkles and little specks, and they're kind of fun to make. So I'll show you how to make them. I've got my stamps already on the blocks here, and you can see that I've flipped the stamps over and actually put the stamped image down onto the blocks so that the solid rock is what we use to stamp with. Alright, I'm starting with my favorite smoky slate ink. It's nice light gray. We're going to ink up the stamps, and then we're going to stamp off so that we have just a little bit of ink remaining on the stamp itself. We're going to use this part of the stamp to add our other inks to make the textures now. I like these mists. I like the white, the grays, sparkly ones. I add a little blue and sometimes a little mint in there too. These three are the basic ones I use. I shook them up already, and now we're ready to splatter them on to the stamps. You can see I'm working straight on top of the stamp. I'm just splattering each one. I'm not too close to the stamp so that there's big splotches. They're mostly small splatters. Now I'm going to grab my spritzer tool and just untighten this and add a gray marker. I'm using the Stampin' Up! Smoky Slate, same color as the ink that we used. Just load it in there and tighten it up. And I'm just going to poof it all over my rock. Now comes the huffing part. You know, the you always feel so silly doing it in real life. But when you squish down your stamp, it always looks so cool. You can see the big splotches of ink and the speckles from the spritzer. A little bit of color, not too much. Looks good. Okay, we'll start the second rock now. And we're going to use a lighter tan color for this one. It's Sahara Sand by Stampin' Up! And it makes a great base for rocks. Just going to ink up my stamp and stamp it off. And then we'll start splattering. I'm just using the same ones I showed you before here, but sometimes I also add gold to the brown rocks. I think the gold really looks pretty in there. It just didn't match my scrapbook page this time around. You'll have to try it though if you have gold mist. A little spritz and a little stamp it down. That one's looking good. Alright. I think I'll do one more big one. Using this dark gray ink this time. Now it stamps pretty dark the first time, but the second generation is not nearly as dark. Okay, we'll go ahead and splatter this some more using the gray and the white again. And the shine. Got a lot of shine on this one. A little huff. And stamp it down. It's so fun to watch it squish under there. This one turned out really cool. Lots of shiny stuff. Cute. Alright, we'll do two small ones. And we're going to work them together. Just stamp them. This one's that light brown again. And then I'm going to use the basic gray for the small rock. Whoops. Okay, we'll move that out of the way. And we'll add some splatter to these guys. Starting out with the white again. And then a little poofer action. Spritz it with that gray marker. And just a tiny bit of this green. And it's really inky, so I'm wiping it along the edge. You don't want big globs of ink on these little guys. And a little shine just to finish it. Alright, we'll clean this up before we stamp those. There we go. Alright. And there they are. Cool. Alright, you can see we have quite a few now, and I'll just go die cut these real quick. I'll be back. Here's the scrapbook page again, and now I can just add my little embellishments to the sides. I've die cut all of them out, and these are going to go over there. I also stuck a title on a couple of them for this side. I'm going to go ahead and place these where I think they'll go. Little Natalie and her rock love. It's so silly. And I'll just place these on this side. I've mixed in a few of the solid rocks just for fun. I think they look cool together. Put that one here, and then slide this one underneath. And the last little guy right here looks good. And there it is. I hope you guys try this cool rock technique out on something soon, and we'll see you next time.